I'm Stephanie from Back to the Passport, and this top 10 video is all about our travel related New Year's resolutions for 2024. From new adventures to picking up travel related skills, here are 10 resolutions we're setting for ourselves this coming year. Number 10, go on a beach vacation. It's been a while since we've been to the beach, so one of our resolutions is to plan a relaxing, beachy getaway filled with good seafood, sun, sand, and tropical cocktails melting in our hands. Luckily, we've already got this on the books for the Caribbean cruise in the winter, so we'll be able to check this one off pretty fast, but we're both really excited just to get back to a relaxing, not on the go, just fun trip that we can both enjoy. Number 9 is be more spontaneous. We kind of learned this one in 2023 when we were in London, and one night we had plans to do a Jack the Ripper tour, and instead we were able to get tickets to the Back to the Future the musical. And so we contacted the Jack the Ripper tour company, told them we were not going to be able to make it, and swapped out our plans to end up doing the musical since we have absolutely no idea when they might be coming to Denver, where we live, and it was the perfect opportunity to see the show and, again, just be a little bit more spontaneous. So I would love in 2024 on some of our adventures if we can embrace that and just be a little bit more go with the flow and not have to worry so much about having every minute of our days planned or knowing what we're going to do. Because we've done it in the past where some days we just walk out of our hotel and see where the road takes us. I would love to embrace that more on some of the upcoming adventures we have for this year. Number 8 is revisit a destination to see it through new eyes. So one of my favorite things from 2023 was taking Rick to some of my favorite cities that he had never been to, like Venice and Paris, and just being able to experience it through his first time experiencing it. Seeing places I had been to many times, like the Eiffel Tower, and just watching his eyes light up as he took a look at it and was just so excited to be there. It was a really fun experience, and I am definitely a person that can revisit the same city over and over again and still find new things to do, still find new reasons to fall in love with it. And I think it'd be really fun this year to, again, revisit a destination and see it through new eyes. Number 7 is to not overpack. And this is a hard one, as even though we know our own tips for making sure that we don't overpack, we'll follow them until it's the day to leave. And then I'm like, oh, well, maybe I do need this extra shirt. Oh, I need these extra pair of sandals. This year, especially when we go on our big trip in March, I want to make sure that we are not overpacking at all. That way we have a little bit more room for souvenirs, and that's exactly what I'm going to tell myself when I am reaching for that extra shirt that I'm not going to end up wearing on the trip anyway. Number 6 is to be more present, or for me specifically, that means taking less pictures. I mean, my phone is overrun with travel photos, and on the one hand, it's great in case one shot got blurry or didn't turn out correctly, or there's people in one and not another. But I am also very well aware that I focus a lot on making sure that I'm taking photos when we travel, that I'm kind of just missing being present and being in that moment. So for me in 2024, one of my resolutions is to commit to being more present in that moment. Once I've taken, I'll even give myself like 5 photos, I'm done. Nothing else will have changed, and I should just enjoy the actual moment and seeing it through my own eyes instead of having to revisit on my phone later. Number 5 is to do separate guys and girls trips. Again, this one will be a little bit easier as Rick is already in the final stages of planning a guys only trip. A lot of my girlfriends are down whenever to do a girls only trip, and it's always fun traveling just with our friends and not always with our partner. Rick and I obviously travel very well together, but it can be really nice just to let the other person have the house to themselves for the weekend and maybe go somewhere that the other person isn't that jazzed about. Number 4 is to cook our favorite travel dishes. We have a few internationally inspired cookbooks, but we are kind of those people that get HelloFresh sent to the house, and that is what we end up making. I would love this year to do like recreation nights where we pick, a few French recipes and pretend we're back in Paris, or a few Italian recipes and make like a whole night and experience of it. Get that place's like signature drink or wine, cocktail, whatever, and just really try to share in those memories that we have from that place while we cook together. Number 3 is getting a comped long weekend. So we've done this before with our travel credit cards, where we'll build up those points and then we can exchange them in for essentially free flights, a free hotel. We've done this with New York. We kind of did it with San Francisco, even though that was a work trip. But then our second hotel was completely free based on the points we had. We were able to also kind of do this in Venice. We had gotten some cash back and then were able to book our hotel for free. It's a really fun way to travel and see somewhere that if it ends up being a bust, well, at least it was pretty much free because we were already going to be spending that money on our credit cards anyway. Number 2 is to learn a new language. I'm already kind of in the throes of this one as I am learning Japanese right now using, unfortunately, Duolingo and Rosetta Stone. Rick and I both speak Italian, but I would love to continue to expand my vocabulary, learn some new languages, especially just some like common travel phrases in a variety of languages. But right now I am really focused on Japanese, and I know I'm definitely not going to be bilingual, but I would love to be proficient enough that I can travel around and at least ask like some basics while we're there. And because number 1 is travel to a new destination, and for us, that means finally going to Asia, as Rick and I will be going to Japan this year. We're going with some friends, as we were supposed to go with them to Croatia in 2023. That did not pan out, so we ended up getting on a reserve list for the Cherry Blossom Tour in Japan. We got on it, and so I'm very excited. We're going to be able to go to like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, and I am just very excited to finally get to that side of the world. Not excited about that long-ass flight that we're going to be on, but it's going to be so well worth it. And that's also why I'm learning Japanese, to just be able to help us get around, or at least know what to order or maybe what not to order when we're out dining around town. But we're both very excited. We have done a lot of Europe together. We've gone up to Canada, we've gone down to Mexico, and we still have a lot of the other half of the world to explore together. So this will be a really fun one for us, and one that I am very excited about. And this was definitely the easiest resolution to set, as we're both so excited about it. All right, so that wraps up our top 10 countdown of our 2024 travel resolutions. Please let us know in the comments what you're resolving to do this year as it relates to travel, or if you have any recommendations when we do make it to Japan, what we need to check out. Otherwise, please feel free to check out our blog at backtothepassport.com for more travel content. Otherwise, thank you for watching and Happy New Year. Ciao!